If you're a product manager, you've probably felt it, right? That feeling you're just stuck on a hamster wheel, shipping feature after feature, but not really knowing if you're making a difference. Well, today, we're going to talk about how to break out of that feature factory mindset and start speaking the one language that actually matters to your business, the language of impact.
I want you to picture this. You're in that big quarterly roadmap review. You're feeling good. Your slides are sharp, you've got all the customer data lined up. You finish your pitch, you're expecting applause, and then the CEO leans forward and asks that one simple question that changes everything. And let's be honest, for a lot of us, that moment, it doesn't go so well. We start talking about making customers happy, about creating better experiences, but you can see it in their eyes. The leadership team, they're thinking about financial forecasts, sales pipelines, and profit margins. And that right there, that's the value disconnect. Okay, so let's really break this down. This slide is the heart of the problem. On the left, you've got the words we as PMs love to use. But on the right, that's what the CEO, the CFO, the board, that's what they actually hear. They hear costs without benefits. They hear nice to haves, not need to haves. It's not that we're wrong, it's that we're failing to translate. We're speaking different languages, and that communication gap is exactly where great roadmaps go to die. This is the cold, hard truth of it all. As much as we love the term customer delight, you can't take it to the bank. Businesses don't run on warm, fuzzy feelings. They run on growth, they run on profit, and they promote the people who can directly contribute to the company's bottom line. If we can't draw a straight line from our product work to those outcomes, we're just making noise. All right, so how do we fix this? How do we bridge that gap? It all starts by fundamentally redefining what our job is. It's not about being the CEO of the product, and it's not about grooming a backlog. It's about something much, much bigger. I know. This might sound a little crazy. For so many of us, shipping features feels like the whole point. We celebrate launch day, we close the tickets, but shipping is not the goal. It's just a means to an end. So if shipping isn't the goal, and even customer sat scores aren't the ultimate goal, then what is? What is the single most important key performance indicator for any product manager? What's the one metric that, at the end of the day, really proves your value? Yep, that's it, ROI. Our number one job is to take the capital the company invests in us, our salaries, our teams, our tools, and turn it into the biggest possible return. Every single decision we make, every feature we prioritize, every debate we have, it should all come back to this one question. What is the ROI? And when your execs are throwing around the word value, this is what they're talking about. It's not some vague, fuzzy concept. It's dead simple. Are you making the business more money, or are you saving the business money? That's it. That's the whole game. Now, to speak this language of ROI, you need a basic vocabulary. And don't worry, you don't need to go get an MBA. You just need to understand a few key concepts so you can walk into those high-stakes meetings with confidence. Let's do a quick crash course. First up, OPEX. Think of this as the company's day-to-day budget. It's the money that pays for our salaries, our software licenses, all the stuff that keeps the lights on. Most of our work, bug fixes, small improvements, is funded out of this bucket. Then you've got CapEx. This is the big money. This is for the huge, multi-year projects like a massive platform migration or building out entirely new infrastructure. These kinds of projects get a ton of scrutiny because they're seen as a major long-term investment in the company's future. Okay, this one is super important. ARR, or annual recurring revenue, is a fantastic metric for showing growth. Sales loves it. But your CFO? They live and die by GAAP revenue. That's the official money that can only be counted after you've actually delivered the service. So that $120,000 contract only counts as $10,000 a month. This is why getting a feature shipped and used by the customer is so critical for the company's actual financials. So, knowing the lingo is one thing, but using it to actually change minds and win arguments, that's the fun part. Let's take a classic PM problem and see how this new language completely changes the game. Ah, yes, tech debt. We've all been there, right? The endless tug of war. Your engineers are begging to fix it, but it always seems to lose to the next shiny feature. And you know why? It's because we argue for it all wrong. We say things like quality or maintainability. It's time to stop and frame it as what it really is, a financial decision. Think about it like a real loan. When you ignore tech debt, you're not getting off scot-free. You are actively choosing to pay the interest on that loan every single sprint. That feature that should have taken 3 days now takes 6.
That's 3 extra days of developer salary you just burned. Or you can choose to pay down the principal. Invest the time now to fix the root cause so you stop wasting money on those interest payments forever. Now that's a conversation a CFO can understand. So here's your playbook. It's a simple 4-step process. First, you frame it as a loan. Second, you work with your engineers to actually quantify the cost of that interest. Is it 10 hours a sprint? 20? Put a number on it. Third, you quantify the benefit, the savings you'll get once it's fixed. And finally, you walk into that meeting and present a clear, compelling ROI case. You're not asking for a favor anymore, you're proposing a smart financial investment. And this ROI mindset, it's not just for big presentations. It becomes your daily shield. You know how it is. We're constantly bombarded with urgent requests from every corner of the company. But when ROI is your North Star, you have a powerful filter. You can finally push back and protect your team's focus by asking, I understand this is urgent for you, but is it the most important thing for building the business right now? And when you start thinking and talking this way consistently, something really powerful begins to happen. You stop being seen as just a feature manager, someone who just coordinates tickets. You start to transform into a true business leader, someone that company trusts to drive real growth. Just look at this. It's the exact same work, but described in 2 totally different universes. The boring version is all about your activities. It's about what you did. But the exciting version, that's all about business impact. It's about what you achieved. Which person sounds like a leader? Which person do you think is getting the next promotion? It's not just about doing the work. It's about articulating its value. So let's bring it all home. Our job isn't just to create customer happiness. A real job is to be the alchemist who turns that happiness into something the business can use, money, growth, and power in the market. We are the bridge between customer value and business value. That is modern product management. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about tonight. Take a hard look at your roadmap, at your backlog, at how you described your work in your last review, and ask yourself honestly, are you just managing the production of features? Or are you actively building the business? Because the choice and the opportunity is yours.